Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we're going to discuss about this particular topic, Election Commission of India. And in this session we'll first see an introduction about Election Commission of India. Then we'll discuss the constitutional provisions of ECI, and then we discuss the structure of commission, and then the procedure of removal of Election Commission of India, and then we discuss the what are functions of Election Commission of India, and finally we discuss few points about the State Election Commission. So that's how I plan this lesson. Let's now start. So Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administering union and state election processes in India, and the body administers elections to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the State Legislative Assemblies in India, and also to the offices of President and Vice President in the country. So that is the mandate of Election Commission of India. Now we will discuss what are the constitutional provisions mentioning the Election Commission of India. Part 15 of Indian Constitution deals with elections and establishes a commission for these matters, and Election Commission was established in accordance with the Constitution on 25th January 1950. And as you can see in the slide now, Article 324 to 329 of the Constitution deals with the powers, function, tenure, eligibility, etc. of the commission and the member. So please refer this slide. We will now discuss what is the structure of Election Commission of India. Originally, the commission had only one election commissioner, but after Election Commissioner Amendment Act of 1989, it has been made a multi-member body. The commission consists of one chief election commissioner and two commissioners, and the secretariat of the commission is located in New Delhi. At the state level, election commission is held by chief electoral officer, who is an IAS rank officer, and the president appoints chief election commissioner and election commissioners. They have a fixed tenure of 6 years or up to age of 65 years, whichever is earlier, and they enjoy the same status and receive salary and perks as available to judges of Supreme Court of India. And the chief election commissioner can be removed from office only through a process of removal similar to that of Supreme Court judge or by Parliament. So that is the structure of Election Commission of India. Now we'll discuss what are the procedures for removing an election commission from his office. Judges of High Courts and Supreme Court and the Chief Election Commission and also the CAG may be removed from the office through a motion adopted by Parliament on the grounds of proven misbehavior or incapacity. This removal requires special majority of 2/3 members present and voting, supported by more than 50% of total strength of the House, and the Constitution does not use the word impeachment for the removal of judges, CAG and Chief Election Commission. The term impeachment is only used for removing the president, which requires a special majority of 2/3 members of total strength of both houses, which is not used elsewhere. So that is the procedure of removal of Chief Election Commission and also the judges of High Courts and Supreme Court and the CAG from their office. Now we'll discuss the functions of Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India directs and control the entire process of conducting elections to Parliament and the legislature of every state and to offices of President and Vice President of India. So India being a largest democracy in the world, the office of Election Commission of India is having much importance in our country. The most important function of commission is to decide on election schedules for the conduct of periodic and timely elections, whether general or by-elections. It prepares electoral roll, issues electronic photo identity card, and also it decides on location polling stations, assignment of voters to the polling stations, location of counting centers, arrangements to be made in and around polling stations, and also counting centers and all allied matters. It grants recognition to political parties and allot election symbols to them. along with the settling disputes related to it. The commission also has advisory jurisdiction in the matter of post-election disqualification of sitting members of parliament and state legislatures. It issues moral code of conduct in election for political parties and candidates, so that no one indulges in unfair practice or there is no arbitrary use of abuse of powers by those in power. And election commission sets a limit of campaign expenditure per candidate to all political parties and also monitors the same. So that are the major functions of election commission of India. And as we all know, there is another office called State Election Commission, which is different from election commission of India. We'll now discuss a few points on State Election Commission. According to Constitution of India, the State Election Commission, consisting of a State Election Commissioner, the direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls for and the conduct of all elections to panchayats and the municipalities. It is described in the Article 243K and 243ZA of Constitution of India. And the State Election Commissioner is appointed by the Governor, and also as per the Article 243 of Constitution of India, the Governor, when so requested by the State Election Commission, make available to the State Election Commission such staff as may be necessary for the discharge of their functions conferred on the State Election Commission. And the Election Commission of India and the State Election Commission have a similar mandate. The provisions of Article 243K of Constitution, which provide for setting up of state election commissions, are almost identical to those of Article 324 of Indian Constitution related with the Election Commission of India. We discussed it in the initial part of this lecture. And in other words, the State Election Commission enjoy the same status as of Election Commission of India. So that is all about this particular topic, guys. It's a very important polity topic. Please study about this. There are a few questions can be asked in the prelims also. So please study about this. Thank you for watching this lesson. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic.